BRICS Africa Channel. Why the IBT Summit, the Innovative Building Technologies. I'm here with one of the engineers, Matimba, who have come up with this building system. May you please explain to us what is it that you are seeing here?
Thanks for the lovely introduction, Prof. So what you are seeing here is falls part of the IBT, one of the solutions that we offer at Lola Green. So basically, we take natural earth, the one that's not natural, that's not normally sought after by the traditional construction industry. So we don't use plaster sand, we don't use river sand, we don't use building sand. It's your natural abundant sand, which we test for its composition first. Based on the results that we get, we add stabilizers so that it can, so that we, from there we make walls with it, which are at least 3 times stronger. And then the advantages of this is that you do not need any air conditioning. So in summer it's cool, in winter it's warm. So yeah, and then you get to reduce your carbon intensity between 50 to 88%. So yeah, that's what we are doing.
How easy is it to acquire these materials?
So I would say it's easy, because the other advantage is that the major materials that we use is the natural earth. So it's in abundance, you know, as you can imagine. So it's a matter of us coming and testing and then knowing the ratios, correct ratios that are needed to build the walls, you know. The only tricky thing could be the bags. So, but yeah, we do have a consistent supply of that, you know, to make sure that we always service our clients.
And then cost effectiveness?
It's very cost effective. You're looking at least 25% saving in ZAR, in rents. So if the 220 millimeter brick were to cost a double wall, were to cost 100,000, here you're looking at 75,000 to 80,000. So that means you save 20,000 back into your pocket. If you were to think about it, it's like insulated walls. So in a span of 6 years, the house would have sort of paid itself back, because you would have cut on the electricity costs for your air conditioning. So yeah, this is real green building.
Please explain the concept of air conditioning, a house that air conditions itself. How does that work?
Okay, so what's important here, what went into this is the design of the walls. As you can see, they're slightly thicker than your traditional 220 millimeters. Also, the stabilizers that we add in there, they're such that heat is unable to penetrate from the outside or from the inside to the outside. So that's how you maintain your temperature, your room temperature within your dwelling.
Congratulations on coming up with this product. Under the theme of the IBT, why is this important for you?
As a chemical engineer myself, when I was busy doing my studies, I understood I fell in love with the concept of climate change, sustainability. For us to survive and see tomorrow, we have to think sustainably, building into the future. So actually, what you are seeing there on the screen is my personal house. I actually use this material because I know they work. I got to study them and fully understand their importance walking into the future. So if we are to survive and see Earth for the next many years, we have to do things sustainably. If the other statistics that we have is that your traditional construction industry is at least 11% carbon intensive globally. So that needs to reduce. And us as Lola Green, as young as I am putting my foot forward together with my team. We want to make a change. We want to live that change.
Last question. Yeah. On the regulatory side, have you faced any problem as you're introducing new technology to an already standardized industry?
Definitely, Prof, we have. But we have been creative, because we have been doing this for the past 4 years. We have been creative in making sure that the so-called red tapes, regulatory red tapes, do not stifle us. Yes. So we always apply our engineering principles, consulting with the relevant university structures, you know. We are in contact with the CSIR, for example. We touch base with them, keep them abreast. We are in contact with Agreement South Africa. Yes. To make sure that we, you know, as we walk towards the finding good regulations or yes. satisfactory regulations, yes. we are in contact with the people that are to certify us. And the issue with what we've come to gather is that each and every IBT is slightly different. So it becomes difficult to blanket everything
Yes.
under one umbrella. So
Yes.
it's almost like each building or each method needs a tailored approach, you know. Yeah.
Last one. You've participated in the private, as well, a private company, public, in cooperation with government and some of the institutions you've mentioned. How important is that for you, private-public partnerships?
I think it's very important because what we've come across is that sometimes everywhere we build, people are surprised. Can this work? Then they start having issues like this is gonna fall, you know. So because they're not used to it, so we have to keep on explaining to them. So it's part of it as a teaching element to it. We have to keep explaining to them that no, it's not just bags that are put together. There is a tensioning plan to make sure that they do not fall. So and also the compression and we also tell them the reason why we do this. We are not doing this to be cool. We are thinking ahead, sustainability, looking into the future. You know, so yeah, so that's why it's important to keep everyone abreast with what we are doing, so that we almost want to go with everyone as we go forward. But yeah, we are in it we are a business at the end of the day. Good thing is it's at the moment it's less expensive compared to your traditional mortar and brick. So there's no better time to switch than now.
Engineer Matimba, thank you very much for your insights. Just one last question. How do we avoid that IBT Summit is not another talk show, that you will see the results of the resolutions, and as the president is making his speech now, that we will see those plans materialize?
Yeah. So I think the best thing to do, because I like this question, is to keep on making noise about what we are doing and being transparent. I think we are to see a change, you know, as we move forward. So that's because honestly, when I live here in PEC, I need to keep on talking about this. The crowd that I would have reached, it's a footprint. So if many of us around here keep on doing that, surely at some point, you know, it's almost like a revolution, but in the construction sense. Yeah.
Engineer Matimba from
Thanks,
Lola
Prof.
Green, thank you very much for your insights.
Thanks, Prof, for the interview.